Welcome to Game 3. Onic will take on Geek Slate. Who will grab it, ladies and gentlemen? I want to hear your support in the live chat. Spam your team. Is it Geek or is it Onic?
Truly is the bigger question here. Whose lose streak is going to break first? Is it going to be Onyx or is it going to be Geeks? And as you can see here, Keyboy already putting a lot of focus onto Jadera. I think they're trying to replicate the same kind of pressure they did in game number 2, which worked wonders for them. It's not going to be as easy though, because remember, Keyboy isn't as dangerous, I would say, below level 4 as the power spike hits. And maybe minute number 2, minute number 3.
It's about getting CW comfortable because they will be playing towards the XP lane. So if they can get a small lead for CW in the gold lane just by being there, the Keyboy, sure, in terms of kill pressure, he won't be able to put any of that kill pressure down, level 1, 2, 3. But here, he's just showing up. Jadera won't be able to all in, just like that. He's forced to back away a bit, and CW gets some more pressure to play with. Now, the reason he came down there as well is because the lane was frozen by Jadera. He needs to help CW to get that out, to push it into the turret so it shoves back to the side of Onic, and Keyboy's already building a freeze for CW just to have a better time in that gold lane.
But what I wanted to say is that even though Jadera is using the Jujutsu Kaisen skin, he actually lost. So the skin isn't at 100% win rate anymore, Mirko.
It's still at 100% win rate when CW plays it.
Okay.
That's some copium right there. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys can go and check it out. Arashi actually got the Melissa skin in his first 10 rolls.
What?
What a dude,
I'm pretty
right?
mad.
So lucky.
Right? I'm pretty pissed.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's chill, it's chill. It's okay. It's Arashi. He is the, well, he's the OG, right? He's Arashi, so he perhaps has a share. Oh, Onic now, let's see. First turtle, let's see who will get it. Luke's trying to open up the map. Luke now soaking a lot of damage. Wild charge defensively, Walt Alter as well. From both teams, actually. Both teams now, no casualty just yet. Kyrie, though, will pick up the turtle, no problem. Boots moving on to a Janna. Janna trying to escape again. Both teams, no casualty.
And this is the main problem again. I said it in the drafts. The neutral objective take, the mid control, even the XP lane pressure, it gives so much more to Onic. And Geek Slate are, again, playing very template the way they did in game number 2. Despite knowing they have the weaker neutral objective control, they are not trading. They're instead facing Onic head-to-head in the neutral objective department, where again, Onic takes the dub. This time, not as big of a dub as game number 1's first turtle, where they lost 3 members, but still, Onic can build on this.
Yeah, the snowballing can work again here in game number 3. But look at this here. I think maybe Geek, they're realizing that. They're trying to look for a play here onto Keyboy.
Wow. Oh. That decimation finds the first blood. It's just Sans flickering away. Call ultra popped as well. Kyrie trying to cover Sans now. Stunned up in the front. But surviving. But take a look at Kyrie. Moving on towards Veloy perhaps. Trying to escape. Take a look at the puncture. Very beautiful. But it's still Onic losing Keyboy earlier.
And even in a 4v1 situation, you could actually feel how calm Kyrie is on the Lancelot. Very unbothered, unfazed, still able to clear that mid lane to help Sans out as well, to let him go back because his mana was really low. And that is one of the main things that we see about Onic. They're just so calm, they're so collected, and they have their eyes on usually the next objective. And I think they're going to translate it here.
Let's see. It's just a clear here, it seems like, from both teams. And looking at the position now, right, Onic, they are in an okay position. They lost Keyboy, but they're slightly leading in that goal. Let's see though, Janna moving on towards Keyboy. No commitment just yet, but seems like they want to invade. No, they don't.
No, there's not really much for Onic here. They don't need to invade. They have a level lead on Kyrie, and again, they have proper neutral objective control here with better mid control and the winning lane of the XP lane. Look at Boots, again, being such a nuisance to 2 members, and he doesn't even take damage.
A lot of resources spent on Boots. Vengeance though popped.
Look at that!
Keyboy finds the suppression. Keyboy surviving the backside. Finally gets taken down though. Kyrie again securing another kill. A kill for a turtle.
He got so much time.
3 ults!
Exactly. It was the cult altar was the deciding factor there, but Boots traded in for Turtle. At this point, is it worth it?
I would say it is worth it. That's what he's meant to do, right? He's just there to stop the enemy team from getting anything. He's standing there menacingly ulting on the General Kai skin. I don't know what that is, what Keyboy just did earlier, invading. But again, Onic are playing it really well here. Remember, oh, wait a minute, Boots now caught.
Oh my god, the damage this time though will be enough to take him down.
Oh.
Janna will not survive Sans. The burst damage is already there. Luke Sans 1v1ing Sans with the flicker last second.
Good plays by Luke, still on point on the Arlet, not giving it for free. But with Janna taken down there for Boots, again, it's not too bad. Boots can afford to lose a lot of these matchups, but it seems like the talent prediction has changed once again. It was
what happened to you two?
One Onic. The draft happened.
Agree. And you can see it right now. Onic, they have a good lead here. 1,000 in the first 6 minutes. They're showing that they have better map control, even though they had to lose a turret in the top side. But that was because Boots was taken down. Boots' over-aggression was a little bit punished by Janna earlier on, and that gave Arlet a little bit more room, I would say, to move around. But you can see the pressure once again by Onic here in the bottom lane, trying to give CW a little bit more room to play with as well.
Look at the gold, right? This is what the avarice gets you. And he's been weak side. Everyone on Onic has been playing around the top side most of the time. And it's still CW who has the better farm, who has been able to get more gold onto his hand. And this is why Onic's draft works. That weak side of the map, you can kind of call it the weak side, but it's not ultimately because of the gold.
Interesting here. Let's
6
see.
minutes, golden staff.
3 turtle. Well, it's 3rd turtle.
Oh.
Oh, take a look at Luke. Suppression though comes through. He will be taken down for surely here.
No way!
Oh, he survives with the stun by a boy. Wow, Kyrie though will secure the perfect turtle. Beloyski soaking a lot of damage with the power of nature. They want the mid, it seems like. A boy trying to clear. Janna, Beloyski in that place as well. Kyrie jumps in, Beloyski still surviving for the Keyboy. Taken down. Janna in the front side gets taken out as well. 1 for 1 as of yet. Onic responding very, very well.
As of yet, it does look like Onic will still hold on to their 1.5k gold lead. Like you mentioned, in that team fight, it was actually a really good skirmish. Beloy almost made the game-changing play with Janna. I thought Janna was gonna get the reset with a decimation and slaughter the whole team. It looked like a bad time for Onic, but they were able to kite back. Like you mentioned as well, Eterna, they always stay composed in these kind of situations. And now, in the 7th minute of the game, it's just Onic scaling. Honestly, with Claude already getting the golden staff super early on, I think the Corrosion side is not too far behind as well. He's going to be able to get it in the next minute, I believe, with the pace he's farming at.
Yeah, so quick already. CW very similar to game number 2, even though the situations were a little bit different. The one thing that I wanted to point out was the fact that Onic, they're really good at distracting Geek Slate. And it's only Boots. The Thamos does so well for Boots in particular because of how many resources he's able to bait out of Geek Slate even before the team fight begins. And Onic, in those prolonged team fights, they are going to have a little bit more to work with. So Geek Slate, they need to be careful with Boots. I don't think all inning him is the right move per se, depending on what's on the line, right? If it's a neutral objective on the board, perhaps that's not the best way to go about it, because I feel like that's exactly what Boots wants, and they're playing directly in towards the strategies that Onic have laid up for them.
Very interesting situation here indeed. Onic winning in the gold department. And it seems like the structures bot side will fall soon. Oh, CW chunking Beloyski to half HP there.
It's so brilliant by Onic. I mean, look at the lane swap even, right? These little things that they do to ensure the victory. Again, they're swapping the strong side of the weak side. Now Boots is playing that weak side with Onic playing around CW with those power spikes. He is going to have a much more of an impact in these team fights compared to Boots. Boots has also cleared that bottom side out. Now they're just fighting it out for the Lord. The barrier doesn't get the Lord, and that's going to be Beloy jumping in.
Boots here again, opening up the map. CW trying to free hit in the backside. Beloyski giving vision, but damage is just too much. Call Alter though, in time to save his life. Sans also pops it up. Boots in the backside, retreating. Low HP, Janna trying to find the steal. Low jumps and finds Keyboy.
Oh,
But Kyrie again finding the first Lord. and taking Jana down.
Okay, that was an amazing steal as Luke goes down as well to the hands of Onic because Kyrie was nowhere near that Lord. He was getting zoned away so bad. And I would have thought that Jana QT had the better setup on to the Lord, but I guess he is, what, 3 levels below Kyrie at this point.
Yeah, the Retribution more, plus the puncture stacks, plus just the stacks of his passive, and honestly, massive props to Beloy there. In that team fight, the reason it was so close, even though Kyrie was so up in levels, is because of Beloy. He again waited 1 HP, then ulting, and then flickering out. That really gave Onic a run for their money because it set up perfectly. Onic could utilize a lot of the resources to get Beloy low, to even maybe kill Beloy, overcommitting a bit of their positioning and their spacing to get him down. With Beloy getting out and with the Cult Ultra coming in, it was a proper re-engage for Geek Slate, where the Melissa was able to free hit. But again, it was Kyrie. Oh my god.
All 3 inner turrets will be taken down from side of Onic now. Lord taken care of top side. Geek Slates, they will still be able to defend this one, but they will suffer a 6,000 gold in deficit.
Yeah, and it's still meaningful because we're still in that mid-game. 11 minutes, 6,000, almost a 10,000 gold lead. That's how much Onic has snowballed from that early game. Onic, though, they still look like they are going to try and force it as all 3 lanes are crashing. So 70 seconds left on the Lord as well. But honestly, Beloyski, this is the perfect time for him to go for a crazy moment that can turn back the tides.
Oh, Keyboy overextended, and Beloyski with that wall charge able to exploit that mistake. 5v4 Onic, full retreat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a proper pick. It's a good pick onto Keyboy, but even Keyboy understands this. The reason he was overstepping, overcommitting there was because there's no neutral objectives. There were no objectives to take, and he's the roamer. Sure, he can give his life. Optimally, you do not want to give any gold at all to the opposing team, but even then, he's 0 and 3. The bounty and the amount of gold that he gives when he dies, not too much, so not that big of a deal. You can see the gold lead. It's all good, and if you take a look at the items, like I mentioned, that Corrosion Scythe has been built up. So has the Wind of Nature. You can expect CW to actually sell the steel leg plates to get either a brute force if they really want to go for defensive, more defensive against the full physical damage force of Geek Slate, or, in my personal opinion, I just go for the Malefic Roar.
Definitely a possibility here. We're going to see how that pays out. It looks like he's going for the Legion Sword, so more damage here. Doesn't want to go for that defensive item. And we'll see, right? Because even though Onic, they're leading this hard right now in the 13 minutes, it only takes 1 moment and 1 blunder for Geek Slate to equalize.
Wow.
And here we go.
A good catch. And there you go. Beloyski, though, will soak in a lot of damage. Flicker will not be enough. He will be taken down as Luke will fall as well. CW collecting that killing spree. 3-man down from the Geeks. Onic, they look to exploit this fact. They are eyeing that mid-base turret. A boy trying to clear will not be able to do anything just yet, though. Oh, they're going for the end. Jana, a boy, will fall first. Jana, can they do it? And it seems like the yellow porcupines here, they're on the brink of victory, but the minions, they're not there.
Don't worry, they'll have a part 2, Gani. They have the Enhanced Lord marching down up top, and they can still utilize these slow-pushing waves down below.
None of them are low per se, so Onic, they do have what it takes. They do have what's in the kit to be able to do this once again. Remember, Beloyski doesn't have Flicker, a boy or Luke as well. They don't have the resources, the maximum resources, to be able to defend this one against Onyx.
Let's see. All 3 base turrets taken down. Lord still full HP. Onic, can they end this? Can they keep their 8-0 record? And it seems like so. The racer will be the target. Onic, the yellow porcupines, still clean and 8-0. They got Geeks